Hey, folks, welcome to Wabash Catch TV's coverage of high school baseball here in Flora. I believe they're getting set up to do the national anthem, but looks like they forgot to turn on the music. So we may be standing here just a few minutes. Hello, folks. Welcome to Wabash Catch TV's presentation of high school baseball here in Flora, Illinois. It is a all-black diamond contest today. The Flora Wolves hosting the Fairfield Mules. Flora coming in at 4-0 in conference play. The Mules at 2-2. As we'll have our anthem for you in just a moment. Then we'll get into the starting lineups and the pitching matchups and all that kind of business. Gorgeous day for baseball here in Flora. As the flags are popping pretty good. Probably about 10-mile-an-hour breeze, maybe 5 to 10. Depends on which flag you look at. The one over in left field is popping out pretty good. It's about an 8, 9, 10-mile-an-hour breeze on that one. But then you look at the one in center field, and it's draping pretty sullenly. So I would say the breeze is blowing out to left. Here's our national anthem. The final strains of our national anthem here in Flora today as the Mules are getting set to take on the Wolves. Like I said, it's a BDC game and a gorgeous day for baseball. Very comfortable breeze. Let's see, probably about 80 degrees today or so, or thereabouts. The breeze is just gorgeous coming in from the south. And I'm trying to... there it is. As the umpires are out on the field. I've seen the guy behind the plate, but I can't remember his name. Joel Hackney's the umpire out at first base. It is 80 degrees today and a fair sky. Some clouds. They're calling for rain, but not until late tonight. Wind of 8 miles an hour. Boy, am I good or what? Picking that up off the flagpole out there. You might click on Don's shot. He's probably shooting the flag out there. Yeah, there you see the flagpole. Give you an idea. That's center field, so that'll give you an idea of which direction the wind is going. Maybe a higher scoring game than it was Tuesday as these two teams played in Fairfield. Flora defeated the Mules. The Wolves defeated the Mules 3-1 in Fairfield on Tuesday afternoon. Kind of a surprise Flora squad, actually, if you have been watching scores throughout the course of the season, as the Wolves lost their first 7 games of the year. And they have won 4 out of 5 since. They waited till conference played, and they have turned it on. For the Mules today, leading off will be under head coach Chris Fleener. Leading off is Jesse King. He, by the way, again, the Mules 9-6 with a 2-2 record. Batting second is the pitcher today, Ian Puckett. It will be Braken Cavacci in the 3-hole. Talon Hicksonball will hit cleanup. Caleb King will hit 5th. Jake Easton hitting 6th for Fairfield. Boston Isaacs in the 7th spot. Carson White with a K in the 8-hole. I just talked to his dad, in a good mood. And Braxton Marshall in the 9-hole. King, Puckett, Cavacci, Hicksonbaugh, King, and Easton. As King swings at the first pitch, pops it out to Quentin Black out in right field. One pitch, one out. As I was saying, King, Puckett, Cavachi, Hicksamaw, King, and Easton, Isaacs, White, and Marshall. I'll get to the defense here for the Wolves in a second. It's the first time this season that I've had the opportunity to see the Flora play. We've had them on the channel a few times. I've always been called away to one of the other places. Fairfield, Teutopolis, Sisney, all over the place. Defensively, Trey Sharp on the mound for the Wolves. The right-hander is a senior. One of three seniors in the starting lineup for the Wolves, as that one is fouled out of play toward the bathrooms over there on the right-hand side. Gets out of play in foul territory. The grass here at Flora is deep enough to stop a train. I tell you what, there is going to be, if you put it on the infield, you can run for a little while because it's going to take its time getting to a fielder. Cormac Massey behind the plate. He's a sophomore. Over at third base, it's Luke Heimlich. He's a sophomore. Thane Warren at short. Ashton Williams at second. And Gage Parker, a sophomore, over at first. Three sophomores and a freshman on the infield for the Wolves. 0-2 the count on Ian Puckett. Next from Sharp is, boy, he barely got a piece of that one. He will stay alive. Around the outfield, looking out at left field, is the senior Jace Moore. Gage Dugan's a sophomore in center field. And Quentin Black, aforementioned Quentin Black over in right. He is a senior. Boy, it's good to see Quentin. Quentin was a three-sport athlete this year, I believe, and he was also in the co-op program. And they are hosting at the New Beginnings Church next Wednesday night. Not the co-op, the CEO program. The CEO program hosting their big trade show at the New Beginnings Church up on the 30th. So get in there and get a chance to see all the work Quentin has done. Does a great job. 0-2 the count remains, and Puckett remains alive. He keeps battling. Battle. Younger brother of Max Puckett, former fireballer for Fairfield. And Sharp will head back to the wind, the pitch, foul ball again. He has battled, 4 foul balls now? They better have some kids running down over there on the right-hand side behind the Fairfield dugout. Swing and a miss. He couldn't save himself that time. As that is the second out of the inning. And it'll bring up Braken Cavachi. Flora with 3 seniors, 5 sophomores, and 1 freshman in the starting lineup. Cavachi, number 15, is a sophomore. And he watches the first offering from Trey Sharp come in for strike 1. Sharp is throwing strikes today. Isom Lusk, the winning pitcher on Tuesday against Fairfield. He pitched a gem. 3-1 win. A brisk hour-and-a-half contest. The way the wind's blowing today, it may be a different story. We'll see how this one goes. But Trey Sharp is off to a good start, that's for sure. 2-1 on Cavachi. Make that 3-1. About a 58-foot fastball. The Wolves the home team in their orange uniforms with blue numerals, wolves across the front, as that one is spiked to the right side off the hands of the second baseman, and Williams can't get it in time. So that will be a E4, and Cavacci is on via an error. So with 2 outs, it'll extend the inning to Talon Hicksonbaugh, a talented junior for Fairfield. Shortstop watches ball one zip past as Sharp now going to have to look over to first base a little bit more often. Gage Parker over there at first is the prepared to catch any fire over from Sharp. Swing and a miss, 1-1 on Hicksonbaugh. Hicksonbaugh comes in batting .421 on the season. One of the top hitters for Fairfield. He watches ball one go past. He's got a good eye. It's a little high. Hicksonbaugh is 16 for 38. Doesn't walk very often, only 3 walks. Bounces that to the left side. Scrambled and picked up over there by Warren. The throw over. Oh, not in time. Well, they go to second and advancing to third, but they got the out, right? Got the out at third base. They threw it to second to try to get the runner there, and instead, Cavacci caught off the bag and tried for third, could not make it. So that will go down 6-4-5 for the putout, and it'll be the third out of the inning. So we'll head to the bottom of the first inning. No score.
Tomorrow, some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans that the future holds for you, you could be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to your mutual agent today.
Your local agent is on the square. Louisville, Clay County Farmers Mutual Insurance.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
We like technology at Flora Savings Bank. Here's what you can accomplish in our mobile banking app in less than 30 seconds. See account balances in your transactions, set up an account alert, make a transfer between accounts, get an alert text message about your transfer, pay a bill, turn your debit card off and then back on. It all happens in the palm of your hand with our free My Bank to Go app. Search My Bank to Go in the App Store or Google Play and give mobile banking a try. Flora Savings Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Flora High School, home of the Wolves, as Flora will take their cuts here in the bottom of the first inning. They will face Ian Puckett on the mound for Fairfield, the right-handed junior. It'll be Gage Dugan leading off for Flora. Dugan with the robin's egg helmet. Robin's egg colored helmet, that's pretty cool. He'll be followed by Trey Sharp, then Gage Parker. Cleanup hitter is Quentin Black. In the 5-hole today for Flora is Cormac Massey. He'll be followed by Jace Moore. Then Luke Heimlich, Thane Warren, and Ashton Williams. So, Dugan, Sharp, Parker, Black, Massey, and Moore. Heimlich, Warren, and Williams. Puckett throws to Carson White behind the plate. Mules in their black jerseys with red numerals. They have the Angry Mule trucker hats on with the red numerals and white pants. Both teams going to get the white pants dirty today. 2-2 the count on Dugan. And he knocks that over to the right side. Looked like Isaacs had a shot on it, and it just kind of bounced off his glove. He's trying to leg it into a double. The throw gets away from Easton, and it'll be a, going to call it a single and an error, or no? You got to call that an error, you calling that a base hit? Did you call that an error or a hit? Okay. It hit his glove, didn't it? Yeah. All right. So a two-base error. Everybody's starting off with an error. So here comes Trey Sharp. That's Boston Isaacs over at first base, and he had it was a line drive, and then that throw goes into center field, but Dugan unable to get up and advance. Defensively for Fairfield, Caleb King over at third base, Talon Hicksaball at short, Jake Easton at second base, and Boston Isaacs at first around the infield. Around the outfield, you're looking at Braken Cavachi over in left field. He's pretty deep. Jesse King in center, also pretty deep. And Braxton Marshall over in right. That's a bouncer up the middle. Easton corrals it, throws it over in time as the runner moves up. And with one out, it will be Gage Parker heading to the plate and a man on third base. Gage Parker, sophomore first baseman. Good athlete. We saw him hit 2 or 3 home runs last season as the Mules bring the infield in. Trying to stop that run from scoring here in the first inning. If this ball game is anything like Tuesdays, runs come at a premium. Swing and a miss. Quentin Black on deck. And 0-2 the count on Parker. Done next is swung on and missed. That'll be strike 3 for Parker. So, Quentin Black will head to the plate with a chance to get the Wolves an early lead as Gage Dugan leads off a third. Breeze picks up a little bit for Black as he watches first a strike, then a ball come in. 1-1 on cue. I believe his business was fitness wear and apparel. It was pretty good stuff too. Check it. Do yourself a favor. Check that out next Wednesday. So 3-1 the count on Quentin. Black. So 2 outs. He watches strike 2 come in. And the umpire thought it was strike 3. He realized he was premature. But that was pretty enthusiastic. Full count. Swing and a foul ball off to the right side. I think that I believe Ian Puckett would have liked that to have been strike 3, but just a smidge early. Wind now blowing out pretty much straight to center. And Black stays alive as he Fouls that one off the backstop. Here at Flora, the backstop's about, let's call it about 35, 40 feet behind home plate. Much farther than Fairfield, that's for sure. As that one's fouled back to the right side. Right-handed pitchers and right-handed hitters, hope you didn't park on the right side, folks, because there have been a ton of foul balls that direction already. No score, man on third. Bouncer to third base. That's going to get away from King, and the run will score. Kind of ate him up. I'm going to give him a hit on that. So Flora jumps out to a 1-0 lead here in the first inning. What will the official score say on that? Base hit, right? Yeah. And with 2 outs and a man on first, here comes Cormac Massey. He knocks that one down the left side. That's fair. It'll be a single, and heading to third. They throw out Quentin Black to try to get into third base. Nice play out there by Braken Cavachi as he gathers and gets it in. But the Wolves do pick up a run on 2 hits. We'll head to the top of the second inning. Flora leads Fairfield 1-0.
When you want hometown work ethic and customer first service and you need the best insurance at a good price, think The Insurance Place in Iuka. With over 15 years of experience, Jamie Butts offers the best in home, auto, commercial, farm, and Medicare supplement insurance. The Insurance Place handles a variety of companies and provides the flexibility that only an independent agent can deliver. Plus, bundled pricing saves you so much more. It's The Insurance Place at the Ice Cream Corner on Route 50.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jet Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lamontsonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Going beyond the expected. It's what they do at Pekin Insurance, and it's been their way of doing business since 1921. It's service that goes the extra mile, and product that provides the flexibility to meet all of today's insurance needs and tomorrow's as well. Stop by and see the agents at North Wayne Insurance Agency in downtown Flora and Sisney. They will provide the financial protection and peace of mind that you need and deserve. North Wayne Insurance in Pekin, beyond the expected.
Do you bowl like this? That's great. Do you bowl like this? That's great too. That's because whether you're a pro or you just want to have a lot of fun, at Peggle Silver Dollar Lanes, we have a lane for you. We have galaxy bowling, gaming for kids and adults, Joe's Pizza, a full bar, darts, pool, and fresh and clean bowling shoes. Boy, does that smell nice. So come on down to Peggle Silver Dollar Lanes in Effingham, where we have a lane for you.
It'll be Caleb King leading off the top of the second for Fairfield. He'll be followed by Jake Easton, and then Boston Isaacs. Anybody gets on, we'll see Carson White. And Trey Sharp remains sharp. First pitch in for a strike here in the to start out the second inning. As 0-2 quickly here on Caleb King. Gorgeous day for baseball. Bit of a breeze, 80 degrees. You just can't beat it. Sun popping in and out. And Caleb King was watching the sun as he watches strike three zip past. Sharp is looking good here early. He's got 2 strikeouts out of the 4 outs. Jake Easton will head to the plate. Wearing a new set of breeches since the last time we saw the Mules play. He ran right out of his pants. He swings at the first pitch he sees into center, and it is gathered by Gage Dugan for the second out of the inning. So with 2 quick outs, here comes Boston Isaacs. Mules have been very aggressive here early. If that's not indicated by the only seeing 4 pitches so far here in this second inning, might be indicated by breaking Cavachi running past second base and trying to get to third earlier to end the first inning. I guess I owe you a little bit more of an explanation on that play. As the ball was hit by Hicksonbaugh, it took the shortstop, Thane Warren, to his left. That's a bouncer to the pitcher. Sharp, he'll toss it over, and I'll get to that explanation more after we're done. So a 7-pitch inning for Sharp. We'll head to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Flora.
My grandfather, Cal Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots, and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
My name is Robin Stanford. I own Stanford Marketing. It's a promotional products business along with an embroidery business. And we do custom hats, t-shirts, anything, you name it, we can make it. People like that we do stuff in-house and we can actually make things here and that we're not contracting the work out to other places. We never say no. We always try to find a way to do it. If anybody can do it, we can do it. We are hardworking women, that is for sure. Come to Stanford Marketing in Flora for all your custom and promotional needs.
Give me all your lumber. Doors, paint, windows, electrical, plumbing, and much more. Oh yeah, give me all your guns too.
John Lucas.
What?
You better be dreaming about all the stuff we sell here at Zink Building Center.
Oh, I was. Zink Building Center in Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
From where I'm sitting, you've got a good view of the softball scoreboard as well. And over there, it looks like it's in the bottom of the bottom of the second inning. And the Lady Mules lead the Wolf Gals 2-0 in the second inning. Up first here for the Wolves in baseball is Jace Moore. He'll be followed by Luke Heimlich, Thane Warren. Anybody gets in, we'll see Ashton Williams as Moore has opened up with a couple of foul balls. 0-2 on Moore from Puckett. It's up high. Ian Puckett comes in with a 1.67 ERA. As that next one is fouled to the right side. Just good thing that little fence sitting in front of the dugout might have taken out Sean Rush's legs on the Fairfield sideline over there. Puckett has thrown 21 innings, given up 5 earned runs in 21 innings, and struck out 16. That was before the first inning tonight. And there's strikeout looking for Jace Moore. Looked like Moore was trying to earn his way on via the walk, and Puckett doesn't give him the opportunity. That's the second strikeout of the game for Puckett. And Luke Heimlich will step up for the Wolves. Third baseman. Wears number 23. That baby blue helmet must be special for Gage Dugan. That's pretty sharp. I haven't seen anybody else wearing one. Don't usually have your own helmet. But maybe you do these days. 0-2 early on Luke Heimlich. As Puckett strikes him out, looks to have settled down. After a few base runners there in the first and a run getting pushed across. 3 base runners in the first inning, scoring on an error and a couple of hits. He started out this bottom of the second with a couple of strikeouts in a row. First pitch to Thane Warren is popped into left. Breaking Cavachi heads over and gathers it. quick inning for the Mules defense. They'll come up to hit in the top of the third, trailing 1-0 to the Flora Wolves. Back after these.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
When a Fairfield fire truck needs a repair, Cam's there to keep things rolling. And as part of the volunteer fire department, Justin's looking out for Cam and all of Fairfield. Everyone supports each other, and Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them all with safe, reliable power for every one of our members. It's why REMCs exist, and together, it all works.
At your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville, you can count on experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, the Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville carry a large inventory of Napa products for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced associates understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa Know-How at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville. And welcome back here to Flora High School. The Wolves lead by 1 as we head to the top of the third. It will be catcher Carson White, followed by Braxton Marshall, and then back to the top of the lineup, Jesse King. For Fairfield, as Trey Sharp heads back out, the right-hander has given up no hits. The only base runner reached via an error. And he starts White out with a strike. Carson, good little catcher. His brother's playing baseball down in Texas in college. I think Carson might want to go play a little college ball himself eventually. As he swings through strike 2. 1-2 the count. The catcher takes his time and watches the ball 2 zip past a little high. So 2-2 with nobody out on White here on the in the top of the third inning, and he'll swing through strike 3. That is strikeout number 3 on the day for Trey Sharp. And we'll bring up Braxton Marshall. Marshall, the right fielder today for Fairfield. He is a sophomore. Always wears those big, tall socks. Got the safety socks underneath. That's old-timey, folks. Old style. I guess not that old. Adam Wainwright played like that for 18 years in a Cardinal uniform. Up high is ball 1-1 on Marshall. As he awaits Sharp's next. 1-2 now. Sharp only threw a 7-pitch second inning. And faced 4 hitters in the first, so he hasn't thrown too many pitches here today. And late swing. Braxton Marshall saw that one coming through and realized, I'm about to strike out. And he does. So, Jesse King will come up. The Mules have traveled once through their lineup, still looking for their first hit off Trey Sharp. Fairfield only scored 1 against these Wolves on Tuesday. They're looking to break out. King flew out to right back in the first inning. The junior wears number 1. Wide open stance. So you say, Bruce, what do you mean by wide open stance? Well, you see that front leg there? That is that's well behind his back leg. That means he is open and ready to just bounce it to the pitcher. Didn't intend to do that, but it'll be the third out of the inning. As Trey Sharp continues his dominance, we'll head to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Flora.
Why are more people heating their homes with FS Propane? Because it's better to work with a company that lives and works in the same community that you do. This is Aaron Cummins, your local Clay County FS Propane specialist with South Central FS. South Central is a 9-county cooperative with highly trained employees that are dedicated to providing our residential, commercial, and agricultural customers a safe and reliable propane supply. Contact your local South Central FS Propane specialist or visit us online at southcentralfs.com.
For nearly 40 years, family-owned Little Egypt Golf Cars has been dedicated to serving Southern Illinois' golf and utility car needs. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility located along I-57 in Salem. Our interactive showroom displays all of the latest accessories and vehicle designs. We offer new and used vehicle sales, a full parts and service department, and a rental fleet of over 600 vehicles. Whether it's riding in style on the course, cruising with the family, or having a rugged vehicle on the job site, we have you covered. Proudly serving Illinois and Missouri with 3 locations.
Take a trip to Old Mexico with the whole family without ever leaving Southern Illinois. It's La Fuente Mexican Restaurants in Fairfield, Flora, and Mount Vernon. La Fuente's authentic Mexican cuisine will delight every appetite, from sizzling fajitas to tasty tacos to the best burritos this side of the Rio Grande. La Fuente Mexican Restaurants in Fairfield, Flora, and Mount Vernon. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business. So close. So close as Ian Puckett's first pitch is barely off the plate for ball 1. As we enter the bottom of the third inning, that one is fouled off to the right side. That's going to get out of play. Ashton Williams at the plate for the Wolves. He'll be followed by Gage Dugan and then Trey Sharp. If anybody gets on, we'll see Gage Parker. Williams making his first at-bat today. And he fouls that one into the mitt of Carson White for strike 2. Do that one more time, he'll be heading back to the bench. Swing and a miss, he's heading back to the bench anyway. Strikeout number 4 through the first 9 hitters for Ian Puckett. Puckett's pitched well. He's given up 2 hits, but the error basically came on the run is unearned. The error was on the opening player of the game. The 1 run is unearned as that one bounces in front of the plate. Dugan, who is up now, reached on an error. Advanced on a ground out to second base. And then scored on a base hit by Quentin Black with 2 outs. He watches the first 2 pitches out of the zone. Bat swings at the next one. Gathered by third baseman Caleb King, who fires across in time. Out number 2 will bring up the pitcher, Trey Sharp. I think that must be his helmet because it matches his left leg shield and his batting gloves. That fellow likes Columbia blue. Good for him. That's a good-looking color. Columbia College, Columbia University blue is where that color gets its name, from New York City. New York City! Strike 1, 1-1 on Sharp. The next from Puckett is in for strike 2. Sharp in a hole. 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That'll do it as Carson White comes up shaking his left hand like that came in pretty hot. It must have. We'll head to the top of the 4th inning. The Wolves lead at 1-0.
This is Christy inviting you to wrap yourself in lasting luxury at Carnaby Square. We specialize in one-on-one customer service, high quality, head turning, on-trend fashions, footwear, accessories, and a complete line of Brighton leather goods and jewelry. If you want to nix fast fashion and invest in a true to size, ethically manufactured wardrobe that you'll wear for years, it's time to treat yourself at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Welcome to the top of inning number 4. Mules looking for their first base runner since the first inning. Neither team has had a base runner since the first inning. Mules still looking for their first hit. They will look for Ian Puckett, followed by Braken Cavacci, Talon Hicksonball, and then Caleb King, if anybody gets on. Puckett's a start. He struck out back in the first. And first pitch to him is ball 1. Been a pretty consistent strike zone today. Blue doing a nice job. Wind is still pretty solid, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 miles an hour. As the flag over by the softball diamond blowing harder than the flag at center field here. Strange that. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Puckett struck out, like I said, in the first inning. Trey Sharp has been very good today. Just like Isom Lusk was outstanding on Tuesday. And that one is out of the zone. Sun has crept behind the clouds now. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikeouts for Trey Sharp. And Braken Cavacci will head to the plate. He reached on an error by the second baseman back in the first inning, but he was then thrown out trying to stretch a infield hit to third base from first. They threw behind him as he rounded second base. They threw it behind him because the shortstop, Thane Warren, realized he wasn't going to get the speedy Hicksonball at first base. I guess I may as well explain it now since I ran out of time earlier. Thane Warren realized he wasn't going to get Hicksonball at first base back in that first inning, and he just kind of let Cavacci. He kind of let Cavacci overrun second base and threw it to second base behind him. Ashton Williams right on the spot, and they ran him down. He got into a rundown between second and third. Williams ran him to third and tossed it over to Luke Heimlich for the putout. Pretty smart, actually. For a young infield like this, that was a pretty smart play. The next from Sharp is strike 3. looking. That's 4 strikeouts out of the last 5 hitters. And with 2 outs comes Talon Hicksonbaugh. Taking a look over at the softball diamond, it looks like the Wolf Gals have tied it up in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 2 apiece. As we'll keeping tabs on both games. That ball knocked into left field for a base hit for Hicksonbaugh. 2-out hit for the junior. First hit of the day for Fairfield. Mules trying to wake up the clubs. And that'll bring up Caleb King. King struck out looking back in the 2nd inning. And swings and misses strike 1. I tell you what, you just never know how a team's season is going to go. The Wolves starting out the year 0-7. 0-7. And then they started conference play with a win over El Dorado 15-1, their first win of the year. That moved them to 1-7. Lost to Richland County 14-4. Beat El Dorado again 6-4. Lost to South Central 13-4. Then last week beat Carmi 7-1. They had one of them rained out against Carmi as King strikes out. That'll do it for the Mules in the 4th. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Halfway through the game, the Wolves lead at 1-0.
Clay County Hospital is your life-saving connection. We have spent our lives preparing for when you need us. Quality professional care right at home. Our team will support you and your family so you never feel alone. We will make you feel welcome whether you need care, are visiting a loved one, or seeking employment. Clay County Hospital. Professional care, compassionate hearts.
If you're looking for a loan for your brand new home, call Clay County State Bank. If you want to transfer money so your future will look sunny, call Clay County State Bank. We got checking and savings and bill pay too.
An online bank, just ask a group. For all your banking needs, we think you will agree.
Clay County State Bank is the place you need to be. Clay County State Bank.
Tomorrow, some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans that the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to your mutual agent today.
Your local agent is on the square. Louisville, Clay County Farmers Mutual Insurance.
It will be Gage Parker, followed up by Quentin Black and Cormac Massey. Here in the bottom of the 4th, anybody gets on, we'll see Jace Moore. The Wolves scored their lone run back in the 1st. An unearned run off of Ian Puckett. Had a couple of hits and an error by the Fairfield in that inning. But a runner has been, there have been one error for each team. A runner's been plucked out of the. Hi, Quentin. Good, how are you? As the next one to Parker is fouled out of play again. So close to Alec Vaughn's car. Alec Vaughn here with the Mule Nation folks doing a great job. As the next one poked out of play again by Parker. So close to Alec Vaughn's car. I warned him before the game, don't park there. His honor's going to be ticked off if his car gets hit by a baseball. 0-2 the count. Try number 3. Oh, that hit. I don't think that would hit Alex's car. That looked like that hit the black Cadillac out there. Ouch. Gage Parker not making friends in the fan base. The first two hit the dirt, hit the gravel on the fly. The third one hit a car. Always fun to give you play-by-play, folks, on where which car got hit. I'm pretty sure that was the Cadillac, black Cadillac back there. New one, too. That's a shame. Swing, and that's a hit into center field for Parker. He was just looking for the right one. And with nobody out, Quentin Black will head to the plate, see if he can't push Parker forward or bring him around. Black, the cleanup hitter for the Wolves, looks for the signal from his coach, Brian Tackett. That one just the third hit of the game for the Wolves, as both the Wolves and the Mules had not reached base in the second and third innings. That one popped up on the infield. Hicksaball will come in, clears everybody away, makes the play. For the first out, here comes Cormac Massey. Massey had a base hit in the top or the bottom of the first inning. And Black was thrown out trying to stretch from first to third. Knocks it out to the left side again. Breaking Cavachi is back there to gather, probably about 20 feet in front of the fence for the second out. So, with two outs, here comes Jace Moore. Gage Parker remains on first base as the next two hitters have made outs on the first pitches. They've seen that at bat. Ball one to Moore. Senior left fielder. He's a lanky kid. And he knocks that one foul down the left-hand side with two outs and a one-run lead for the Wolves. Puckett peeks over at first, fires home. Swing and a miss, strike two. Cavachi playing about mid-level out in left. Jesse King about mid-level, maybe short and center, as the next one is swung on and missed, strike three. That'll do it for the Wolves. They leave one with a hit. We'll head to the top of the fifth inning, 1-0 Flora.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
We like technology at Flora Savings Bank. Here's what you can accomplish in our mobile banking app in less than 30 seconds. See account balances in your transactions, set up an account alert, make a transfer between accounts, get an alert text message about your transfer, pay a bill, turn your debit card off and then back on. It all happens in the palm of your hand with our free My Bank to Go app. Search My Bank to Go in the App Store or Google Play and give mobile banking a try. Flora Savings Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
When you want hometown work ethic and customer first service and you need the best insurance at a good price, think The Insurance Place in Iuka. With over 15 years of experience, Jamie Butts offers the best in home, auto, commercial, farm, and Medicare supplement insurance. The Insurance Place handles a variety of companies and provides the flexibility that only an independent agent can deliver. Plus, bundled pricing saves you so much more. It's The Insurance Place at the Ice Cream Corner on Route 50.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Ness Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LamontsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Jake Easton heads to the plate to start things off here for Fairfield in this top of the fifth inning. As Trey Sharp heads back to the mound. Easton flew out to center back in the second inning. And if you are paying attention, an update from the softball game across the way. Has the Lady Mules retaking the lead in the top of the fourth inning. 3-2 over the Wolf Gals. That one a tight one all day long probably. Bouncer down the right side is foul. 1-2 the count on Easton. Easton swung at the first pitch he saw, I believe, if I recall correctly, back in the second inning. He's getting a little bit better look at Sharp this inning. As he knocks that out into left center. Long run. That's going to hit down and roll near the warning track. But Easton will be stopped at first with a long single to open up the top of the fifth inning. Just the second hit of the day for Fairfield. And that'll bring up Boston Isaacs. He bounced out to the pitcher back in the second inning. And he will see what he can do to move Easton along. Easton, a great base runner. We've seen the Mules a few times this season, and he is always on his horse ready to go. As Isaacs swings through the first pitch he sees. Might want to take a one or two to give Easton a chance to get over. We'll see. There he goes. Steve Reich, 2, and the throw down gets away, but not far enough for Easton to get to third. So a stolen base for the junior Jake Easton. 0-2 on Boston Isaacs. The sophomore first baseman steps back in. He'd love to get him over to the third base now. Wants to hit it to the right side. Anywhere on the right side. Big hole over on the right side, by the way, as Ashton Williams is trying to keep Easton close. And if Isaacs could put something on that direction, the Mules might be more happy than not. 1-2 the count. And that one is a base hit through the left side. Isaacs will stop at third. And the throw comes home. Making Cormac Massey having to try to stop his runners. And so the Mules start out with a couple of base hits to open up this top of the fifth. And Fairfield will send in Austin Grieve to run for Boston Isaacs. One town for another. Austin probably the bigger city now of the two. Austin, Texas, probably, all right, I'm guessing here. I'm going to say Austin, probably about 700,000 or 800,000 people, and Boston, maybe 6 or 7. That's a good one. I wonder who is. I'm going to say it's Austin, but I am going to check. Austin's been growing quite a bit. The cities, not the players. As Sharp fakes it over there to where Grieve is being held on by Gage Parker. Nobody outrunners the first and third. The bunt is down. It's a good one. They throw to first, and only one runner is able to move forward. Smart work by the runner at third, Jake Easton, to hold. As the sacrifice is somewhat successful for Carson White. 1-3 on the putout. And with one out, Braxton Marshall heads to the plate. He struck out in the third. He was the second of 4 consecutive strikeout victims back in the third and fourth innings. And he just wants to get something to the right side or maybe into the outfield far enough to get Easton home. The infield is in on the grass. Outfield is very shallow for Marshall. As he fouls off his second in a row, that will be strike 2. 0-2 the count. This has been the Mules' best chance today. Easton leads off of third. Grieve off of second. And Marshall hanging on. Just a sophomore, big spot here for the big sophomore. Sharp still on the hill. Peeks back at second. And the bouncer too short. It's a bobble. They're going to have only one play. It's the first. They throw it away. 1 run is in. Here comes the second run. Greaves scores. And that's going to be an error on the throw. It will move Marshall to second base. And the Mules score 2 and take the lead 2-1. How about that? On about a 80-foot infield hit. And Cormac Massey's going to go out and talk to his pitcher, trying to settle him down. Thane Warren could not come up with the batted ball, and when he did come up with it, he threw it wildly. Almost going to give him 1 error for the whole morass, but the runs do come around to score. With 1 out, Fairfield has a runner on second base. And the top of the order coming up. Mules have 2 runs in on 2 hits. A sacrifice and an error. As a Marshall replaced at second by another courtesy runner. That's Blake Hutchins out there at second base. He's got good speed. 2 runs here in the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss for King. King 0 for 2 today. Flew out to right and then bounced to the pitcher. Mules have finally broken through here in the 5th. And then over to the right side. That's going to be close. Is it fair? It is caught by Black. And no tag. Nice play by Quentin Black. Boy, he had him played just perfectly. And with 2 outs, Ian Puckett will head to the plate. Black had him played shallow and close to the line, and that's where it went. Smart thinking. With 2 outs, a bouncer to second base. Williams gathers, throws over for the out. But the Mules push 2 across on 2 hits and an error. They leave 1. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning. New ball game. Fairfield leads it 2-1.
Going beyond expected. It's what they do at Pekin Insurance, and it's been their way of doing business since 1921. It's service that goes the extra mile, and product that provides the flexibility to meet all of today's insurance needs and tomorrow's as well. Stop by and see the agents at North Wayne Insurance Agency in downtown Flora and Sisney. They will provide the financial protection and peace of mind you need and deserve. North Wayne Insurance in Pekin, beyond the expected.
Do you bowl like this? That's great. Do you bowl like this? That's great too. That's because whether you're a pro or you just want to have a lot of fun, at Peggle Silver Dollar Lanes, we have a lane for you. We have galaxy bowling, gaming for kids and adults, Joe's Pizza, a full bar, darts, pool, and fresh and clean bowling shoes. Boy, does that smell nice. So come on down to Peggle Silver Dollar Lanes in Effingham, where we have a lane for you.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots, and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
My name is Robin Stanford. I own Stanford Marketing. It's a promotional products business along with an embroidery business. And we do custom hats, t-shirts, anything, you name it, we can make it. People like that we do stuff in-house and we can actually make things here and that we're not contracting the work out to other places. We never say no. We always try to find a way to do it. If anybody can do it, we can do it. We are hardworking women, that is for sure.
First up for the Wolves is First up for the Wolves is Luke Heimlich. He'll be followed by Thane Warren and Ashton Williams. As Ian Puckett heads back to the mound and throws one strike and one ball to start off Heimlich. Taking a look over at the softball game at the next diamond over, as things have gone down for the baseball team, things have gone up for the softball team. Bouncer to third, gathered by King. He throws across in time. Caleb King on the putout. After the Lady Mules scored one in the top of the fourth, the Wolf Gals came back to score three in the bottom of the fourth inning. They lead it now 5-3 over Fairfield. It's the handy thing about conferences. You can send the boys and girls teams play right next to each other at most fields. Well, not in Fairfield, but here in Flora, the fields are right next to each other. Albion, the fields are right next to each other. Carmi, I believe they're right next to each other. I'm not sure about McLeansboro and El Dorado. Been too long since I've been to baseball down there. Puckett fires home, and it's ball one. Or ball two. 2-1. Puckett has gone the whole way. He's given up 3 hits. 1 run. Unearned. Swing and a miss from Thane Warren. He flew out to center field back in the second. He'll be followed by Ashton Williams. Anybody gets on, Gage Dugan into the dirt. Brings the count full with 1 out. Warren calls time. Where are we tomorrow? Well, funny you should ask. If you're a Flora Wolves fan, you're going to like it. We'll be over at South Central as the Wolves take on the Cougars tomorrow afternoon. Swing and a miss, strike 3. It was Nipper, but Carson White able to hold on for strike 3. So, yeah, tomorrow afternoon at 4:30, it'll be the Flora Wolves at South Central. We'll be there to bring you that action. Hopefully able to play, keep that rain away. Puckett fires to Ashton Williams. Williams struck out back in the third. Puckett with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strikeouts through 4 2/3. That one is popped into short center. On the run, the catch is made by Jesse King. A can of corn for Jesse King. We'll head to the top of the 6th inning. Fairfield with a 2-1 lead over Flora. Back after these.
Give me all your lumber. Doors, paint, windows, electrical, plumbing, and much more. Oh yeah, give me all your guns too.
Dungus.
What?
You better be dreaming about all the stuff we sell here at Zing Building Center.
Oh, I was. Zing Building Center in Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
When a Fairfield fire truck needs a repair, Cam's there to keep things rolling. And as part of the volunteer fire department, Justin's looking out for Cam and all of Fairfield. Everyone supports each other, and Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them all with safe, reliable power for every one of our members. It's why REMCs exist, and together, it all works.
Good crowd on hand here for Wolves baseball today, as there's room on the bleachers, a little bit of room, but good crowd. A lot of folks in the lawn chairs around the field. They've seen a good one today, as Fairfield leads 2-1, heading to the top of the sixth inning. It'll be Braken Cavachi, Talon Hicksonbaugh, and Caleb King. Anybody gets on, we'll see Jake Easton. 3, 4, 5, and potentially 6 in the lineup for Fairfield here in the sixth. As Cavachi puts that one out to center, drifting back. The play is made by Gage Dugan. So Cavachi, 0 for 3 now. They'll bring up Talon Hicksonbaugh. Reached on a fielder's choice. It was his, would have been an infield hit to the shortstop, but the Wolves were able to get an out on a base pass. As Hicksonbaugh is 1 for 2. And watches 1-1 come through from Sharp. I think both pitchers with plenty of room, staying well under the 105 pitch limit. Swing and a miss, strike 2. May see some relievers to finish the game, but you never know. I'm going to say it's getting late. It's the sixth inning already, as that one is in foul or fair territory. In fair territory, handled by Gage Parker, right behind first base. That's right in front of our cameraman, Don Ross, over on the first base line. Appreciate Don doing a great job over there. And how about our cameraman, Kenny Hildebrand, over there on the third base side, does a wonderful job. Ty Landreth is out in the truck, bringing you the pretty pictures here on Wabash. My name is Bruce Dickey. Do appreciate all of you tuning in today. Whether you're streaming or on YouTube or on Facebook, however you're watching us today, thank you so much. Caleb King at the plate. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. He is looking for Sharp to leave the mound. He wants to see somebody else. As he bounces it to short. Quick pick, throw across in time from Thane Warren. That'll do it for the Mules. We'll head to the bottom of the sixth inning. Wolves trail by 1 back after these.
At your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville, you can count on experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, the Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville carry a large inventory of Napa products for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced associates understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville.
Why are more people heating their homes with FS Propane? Because it's better to work with a company that lives and works in the same community that you do. This is Aaron Cummins, your local Clay County FS Propane Specialist with South Central FS. South Central is a 9-county cooperative with highly trained employees that are dedicated to providing our residential, commercial, and agricultural customers a safe and reliable propane supply. Contact your local South Central FS Propane Specialist or visit us online at southcentralfs.com.
For nearly 40 years, family-owned Little Egypt Golf Cars has been dedicated to serving Southern Illinois' golf and utility car needs. We have a brand new, state-of-the-art facility located along I-57 in Salem. Our interactive showroom displays all of the latest accessories and vehicle designs. We offer new and used vehicle sales, a full parts and service department, and a rental fleet of over 600 vehicles. Whether it's riding in style on the course, cruising with a family, or having a rugged vehicle on the job site, we have you covered. Proudly serving Illinois and Missouri with relocations.
Here we are heading to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's the top of the order for the Wolves. I didn't get a chance before the ball game really to talk about how important this game is as a conference game, especially for Fairfield. They cannot afford to fall 3 games behind the Wolves halfway through the season. This is game 5 for both squads, halfway through the conference season, as the first pitch into Dugan is out of the zone for ball 1. Second pitch is out of the zone for ball 2. Wolves leading the way at 4-0. Edwards County 3-1 in the conference. Fairfield and Carmi both 2-2. There's a strike. This is Puckett's third look at Gage Dugan. Dugan is 0 for 2, reached on an error and scored the lone run of the game for the Wolves, as they Mules shifted well to the left side before that pitch. 3-1 the count, and that might be the first walk of the game. 1, 2, 3 hits. Yeah, that's the first walk given up by Ian Puckett. I think that's the first walk overall, isn't it? One. Sure is. So the first walk in the baseball game comes with nobody out in the bottom of the 6th inning. How about that? I told you it's been well-pitched, well-played baseball game. And Puckett's going to have to buckle down now. Trey Sharp heads to the plate 0 for 2. Struck out his last time up. How much gas is left in the tank for Ian Puckett? As the Wolves, who led for the first 4 innings, try to ease their way back into a tie or a lead here in the 6th. Good runner over there at first base, Gage Dugan with good speed. 1-2 the count here on Sharp. I said he's 0 for 2. He ground to second base in the first, then struck out in the third. That one is popped up behind second base. Easton will back up and gather in the infield grass for the first out. So Gage Parker will head up. He got a base hit, was stranded back in the 4th. He led off the 4th inning with a base hit. Struck out in the first. So he's 1 for 2. The lefty, the throw over is not in time. Trying to get Gage Dugan over there with the colorful Robin's Egg blue helmet. And also Robin's Egg blue sliding glove. It's good to be consistent. Down in the dirt, no runner. 1-0 the count. As Parker stands in. Throw down as the this runner goes, and it'll be a stolen base for Gage Dugan. So the Wolves with a man in scoring position. White's throw down was a bit high, and he is rolling his right shoulder like he may have injured himself or something. I don't know. The Chris Fleener's coming out to talk to the umpire, wondering if maybe there was interference from Gage Parker. Count is 2-0 on Parker. Apparently not. Right-handed throwing catcher, left-handed hitter. And I think Chris Fleener just maybe wanted to put it in the mind of the umpire. 2-0 the count. There is a base open now for Parker, as he pops that one into deep right field on the way back, and that is a foul ball. Boy, oh boy, Braxton Marshall took a few steps on it and realized that he wasn't going to get over there. And then everybody was just looking at the chalk line to make sure it got foul or it stayed fair. It did get foul. The Fairfield fans breathing a sigh of relief. The Flora fans saying, doggone. Steve Reich, too. Two and two the count on Parker, the sophomore first baseman. Runner on second is Gage Dugan. He's got good speed. Swing and another one to the left side. Braxton Marshall on the run. And calling it will be the center fielder Jesse King, who throws it in time to avoid a runner heading to third. So with 2 outs and a man on second, here comes Q. He had a single back in the first inning. Popped out to short in the fourth. You got to figure a single here would score a run. Black's a good hitter. Throw back to keep Dugan close is not close. Puckett trying to get through 6 innings. It's the bottom of the 6th. Flora scored 1 in the first, unearned. They have 3 hits. 3 hits on the day. Bouncer gathered by Puckett. Easy toss to first will end the threat from Flora. We'll head to the top of the 7th inning. Fairfield looking for insurance. Flora trying to stop them. It's 2-1 Fairfield. Back after these. Take a trip to Old Mexico with the whole family without ever leaving Southern Illinois. It's La Fuente Mexican Restaurants in Fairfield, Flora, and Mount Vernon. La Fuente's authentic Mexican cuisine will delight every appetite, from sizzling fajitas to tasty tacos to the best burritos this side of the Rio Grande. La Fuente Mexican Restaurants in Fairfield, Flora, and Mount Vernon. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
This is Christy, inviting you to wrap yourself in lasting luxury at Carnaby Square. We specialize in one-on-one customer service, high quality, head-turning, on-trend fashions, footwear, accessories, and a complete line of Brighton leather goods and jewelry. If you want to nix fast fashion and invest in a true-to-size, ethically manufactured wardrobe that you'll wear for years, it's time to treat yourself at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Welcome back. Top of the 7th inning. It'll be Jake Easton, Boston Isaacs, Carson White, and if anybody gets on, Braxton Marshall, as Trey Sharp heads out, trying to complete his 7th inning of work. He's pitched extremely well. Only giving up 3 hits, 2 runs. They were both earned. However, there was an error involved as the Easton bounces it right back to Sharp. Make it 2 pitches, 1 out. Here comes Boston Isaacs. Isaacs singled and scored in that 5th inning, as had Easton, by the way. They were moved over to 2nd and 3rd on a sacrifice by Carson White. And then Braxton Marshall with a bouncer to second base was bobbled and then thrown away by Ashton Williams. Error. 2 runs scored. One of them would have scored anyway. And those were 2 earned runs for Sharp. 1-1 the count here on Isaacs with 1 out. Looks like it's the bottom of the 6th inning over at the softball diamond. And the Wolf Gals lead Fairfield 5-3 over there. Here it's 2-1 Fairfield over Flora. Isaacs trying to work a walk out of Sharp. Sharp has had a couple of 3-up, 3-down innings. Make that 3-up, 3-down innings. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Strikeout number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for Trey Sharp. Eight strikeouts, but he's first strikeout since the 4th. Interesting. Here comes Carson White. As the Mules send a Logan Tullis down to work out in the bullpen. He's getting warmed up. I don't think he's going to come in, but he wants to be warm just in case he is needed. A 1-1 count on White. Fairfield leads 2-1. They scored their 2 runs in the 5th. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Flora scored their run in the 1st. They led till the 5th when Fairfield pushed 2 across. It's been that way ever since. We're in the top of the 7th. Fairfield looking for their 3rd conference win. Flora looking for their 5th as that one's popped into short center field. 3 steps and a catch for Gage Dugan will head bottom of the 7th inning. Wolves need 1 to tie, 2 to win. Back after these.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies with a hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Clay County Hospital is your life-saving connection. We have spent our lives preparing for when you need us. Quality professional care right at home. Our team will support you and your family so you never feel alone. We will make you feel welcome whether you need care, are visiting a loved one, or seeking employment. Clay County Hospital. Professional care, compassionate hearts.
If you're looking for a loan for your brand new home, call Clay County State Bank. If you want to transfer money so your future will look sunny, call Clay County State Bank. We got checking and savings and bill pay too.
An online banking, just ask our crew. For all your banking needs, we think you will agree.
Clay County State Bank is the place you need to be. Clay County State Bank.
5, 6, and 7 due up for the Wolves. Cormac Massey to lead off. He'll be followed by Jace Moore, Luke Heimlich. Anybody gets on, Thane Warren. Wolves need base runners. They trail by 1, 2-1. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. That one is fouled out. It was going to be playable. Carson White cannot quite make the catch. Looked like he might have got a glove on it. I don't know if we were able to get a view of that. Hopefully he got to that camera early, but he in front of the Fairfield dugout. And, boy, that just might be new life for Cormac Massey. Massey with a single back in the first inning. His lone hit, and he fouls that one back. Only one walk in the game for either pitcher. And that was one from Ian Puckett last inning. Into the dirt. Ball 2. 2-2 to the sophomore, Cormac Massey, sophomore catcher for the Wolves. Wolves with 1 run in the first. None since. 2 hits in the first. 1 in the fourth. And that might be one here in the 7th as it is gone. Cormac Massey ties it up with one swing of the bat. And the Wolves tied up 2 apiece with nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Who needs base runners? Cormac Massey says. I'll just take care of that myself. So, what a turnaround as he knocked that. That ended up about 30 yards past the fence. I don't think that's where it landed, but it landed probably, it was a shot. Jesse King chased it for a while, but he knew he didn't have a chance. So Jace Moore, who does have power. And by the way, that was not wind-aided whatsoever. That was just a shot from Cormac Massey, the sophomore. Moore at the plate. He has some power, right-handed swinger. He has struck out a couple of times tonight. As Puckett fires inside, ball 2. Puckett was looking a little bit shaky in that 6th inning. And he's reaching the bottom of the barrel of energy probably right now here in the 7th inning. He's pitched a great ball game. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2-2. Moore, as I mentioned, struck out in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th. A brand new ball game here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Swung on and fouled back to the left side, out of play. Two and two still. Moore waited on that one, and it's going to get out of play again to the left side. As the baseballs are coming back in from that left side. One of them might be dented with the amount of power Cormac Massey put on it. Swing, and that one is a base hit into left. So the Wolves, a man on. The tying run is on base with nobody out. Puckett had pitched so well. And now Chris Fleener's going to go out and talk to him, see if he's got anything left in the tank. I mentioned the Mules did have a man working out in the bullpen a little bit ago, Logan Tullis. He might have just been taking some bullpen tosses to see if he was ready. Nope. Puckett is done. We'll take a quick break, see who's going to come in to replace him. Probably going to be Tullis, as the Wolves have tied it up here in the bottom of the 7th inning, and they have a man on, nobody out. And we'll be back after these words.
Tomorrow, some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans that the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to your mutual agent today.
Your local agent is on the square. Louisville, Clay County Farmers Mutual Insurance.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
We like technology at Flora Savings Bank. Here's what you can accomplish in our mobile banking app in less than 30 seconds. See account balances in your transactions, set up an account alert, make a transfer between accounts, get an alert text message about your transfer, pay a bill, turn your debit card off and then back on. It all happens in the palm of your hand with our free My Bank to Go app. Search My Bank to Go in the App Store or Google Play and give mobile banking a try. Flora Savings Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
When you want hometown work ethic and customer first service and you need the best insurance at a good price, think The Insurance Place in Iuka. With over 15 years of experience, Jamie Butts offers the best in home, auto, commercial, farm, and Medicare supplement insurance. The Insurance Place handles a variety of companies and provides the flexibility that only an independent agent can deliver. Plus, bundled pricing saves you so much more. It's The Insurance Place at the Ice Cream Corner on Route 50.
Boston Isaacs enters the game to pitch for the Mules with nobody out. First pitch is foul. It's bunted fair by Luke Heimlich, and an easy play for Carson White. And that'll bring in Thane Warren. Warren, the shortstop, popped it to center back in the second. Struck out in the 5th. He starts out with an 0-1 count here. On the mound, Boston Isaacs. Over at first base now, Ian Puckett. As Puckett and Isaacs trade places. Isaacs comes in with a 1.98 ERA over 17 2/3. We can't say enough about Ian Puckett's efforts today on the mound, but he's given up 2 runs. The runner at first base belongs to Puckett. First run was unearned. Second one was certainly earned. And Steve Reich's looking to Thane Warren. He didn't like it. And Ashton Williams will head to the dish. I'm interested in who's going to pitch the 8th inning for Flora if we get there. Will they send Trey Sharp out for another inning? We will see potentially. Ashton Williams, the freshman, may not let us see. Freshman second baseman watches that one get away, and it gets away from Carson White. So, heading down into scoring position goes Jace Moore on a pass ball. First pass ball or wild pitch of the game. And a base hit through the left side. Moore takes the turn. He heads for home. The throw. Not in time. Ball got away from White anyway. And the Wolves walk it off. Look at them going crazy out there. Flora is going to win it 3-2 on a 2-run comeback here in the bottom of the 7th inning. That ball just trickled between Ian Puckett and Jake Easton. The throw came back in and to Carson White. He did his best. He got it and laid the tag, but the ball bounced away anyway, and I think the tag was going to be late. Nevertheless, my heavens, that'll be the 6th hit of the game for the Wolves as they finished with 3 runs on 6 hits. Flora did have 2 errors, and they left 1, 2, 3, 4 on base. Flora improves to 5-0 in the conference and 5-8 on the season. For the Mules, they let's see, they had 2 errors. 2 errors for Fairfield as well. 2 runs on 3 hits for Fairfield. 2 errors and 3 left on base for the Mules. As Trey Sharp, the winning pitcher, went all 7. He gave up 2 runs, both earned. Ian Puckett gives up 3 runs, 2 of which were earned. But the most important ones there in the 7th inning, the leadoff home run to tie it up from Cormac Massey, followed by a base hit by Jace Moore. Luke Heimlich fouled out on the first pitch he saw. So that was 1 out. Then Thane Warren struck out, but that brought up Ashton Williams. He took a ball that was a passed ball, and that moved Jace Moore up to second, and then Williams somehow snuck it through the right side for the game-winning hit as Jace Moore rounded third and never thought about stopping. Gets home to win it for the Wolves. The Wolves move again to 5-8 on the season, 5-0 in conference play. Fairfield falls to 9-7 on the season, 2-3 in conference play. A tough week for Fairfield, losing to Flora, probably knocking the Mules out of the conference race. But there's still 5 games to go. Again, we'll be back tomorrow night. It'll be the Wolves again as we will be in beautiful downtown Ken Mundy, or I guess a suburb of Ken Mundy, as the South Central Cougars will host the Flora Wolves. That'll be at 4:30 tomorrow afternoon. For all of us at Wabash Catch TV, thank you so much for tuning into this exciting ball game in the bottom of the 7th. It was won by the Wolves. Again, thank you all for tuning in. For all of us at Wabash Catch TV, my name is Bruce Dickey, reminding you the final score. With 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th, the Wolves walk off the Mules 3-2. So long from Flora High School.